Farm log, star date 20200120, Martin Luther King Day 2020. I have just assembled my hydroponic aeroponic setup based off the family plot YouTube video of August 2017. It's a little bit different than theirs. Mine is a 10-hole hydroponic setup that I made out of a Home Depot 20-gallon storage tote and some other parts. This is the lid. We'll go into the, what do they call it, a manifold with PVC pipes. Oh, let me crack this thing open, do it all one-handed. So on the family plot video, they had two laterals going down the middle. My tank is a little bit smaller and thought save on parts a little bit, even though I bought all the parts needed for the big one. I just did a single one down the middle. On the length of these PVC pipes, it was a little tricky to figure out. It took some doing. And let me set this camera down to get the measurements for you. Set this on my worm farm. Alright. Okay, so this is the long piece. Take that off and measure it. I believe it is 19 inches. This piece is 20.5 inches. So you need two pieces that are 20.5 inches. This is all half-inch PVC. Then the next piece will be the outside edge. Two pieces. You'll have 4 pieces total that are 5.5 inches. You see that? 5.5 inches right there. You need 4 pieces. They're 5.5. And then down the center, it's going to be 2 pieces that are the same length. Those are 9 3/4 inches. And this is all slipped together. There's no glue in this. I might glue it eventually, but the other guys are saying you don't need to glue it. And that one, let me just put this back together. Maybe I'll edit that out. And that will fit in there so that your elbows will fit on that little lip that runs the whole perimeter. All 4 of those will fit in there. The center will bow in a little bit. I might have to seal that off when the water starts flowing. I probably will. That bows in just a tiny bit, but it's a snug fit. And this is the water pump I got. I used hose for the vertical, half-inch hose. And I know on the other video they'd piped it all in. I just thought hose would be easier. But this is the pump box that I got. I got this from Fleet Farm, so if you're in Wisconsin you can find this at Fleet Farm. Home Depot didn't have them in stock because it is January in Wisconsin. So, go back to the lid. Alright, so for the lid, I used a 3-inch hole saw. And the trick with hole saws going through plastic is you have the mandrel with the pilot bit. When you're drilling them, you drill the pilot hole in forward, and then once the pilot hole is drilled and you get to the actual hole saw part, you put it in reverse. Then it won't tear up the plastic as much. But yeah, what I did with the lid, since there are no straight lines on it, I kind of found landmarks on the deal. Like, there's this little nub here, and this little nub there. So I assumed that those were equidistant, so I struck a line there, and I did another one for this way, struck another line so that I could get right angles and measure all this stuff. I got 10 holes. These holes, I just did this a minute ago, and really, I probably should have scooted them over a little bit. Those were a little bit off center, but I think it'll be fine. And yeah, what else? That is the deal. I set it up so that this is the center line. I made sure that there was at least a 1/2 inch gap here so that the net cups wouldn't touch the PVC, because the PVC doesn't sit low enough so that the net cups can't rest on it. Let's see if you can see it. See, like the bottom of the net cup is below the level of the PVC. And I've got some little sprayer nozzles on order on Amazon, because you can't just go to the store and get those apparently. And I don't know if anybody is watching this, I am curious if you actually need those spray nozzles, because I was thinking, well, couldn't I just drill small holes and that would do kind of a mist if they're small enough? But I splurged and bought those things, so they'll be here in a week or so. I've got my seeds started. I am doing Space Master cucumbers and snowbird peas. I do 5 of each, and do 5 of the peas here, and then 5 of the cucumbers there. And then I got this nice new trellis, mounted it onto my wall because I now own this place and can do what I want with it. Got my grow light. This is the height that my cucumbers last year got to, and I think I got 3 cucumbers off the whole deal. Last year I did the Kratky method in the in mason jars. It worked okay. It was entertaining, but I didn't get any food out of it really. And that is my update for today.